In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, Your Royal Highness, Princess Nasma bint Talal, Your Excellency, Professor Khaled Tarawi, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, allow me first, Your Royal Highness, to welcome you and thank you for honoring us with your attendance of this seminar, and to say to our distinguished audience, Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. My name is Nur Dawood, and I'm an MA student at the center, and it's my great pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of the Nordic Arabic Network on Women's Empowerment, Gender and Politics, and the Center for Women's Studies at the University of Jordan. And to say how grateful we are to all of you who have accepted our invitation to convene the Women Making Change seminar here at the University of Jordan. The Women Making Change seminar aims at creating a network among scholars in gender research in the Arab and Nordic countries by giving them the opportunity to present their researches and to facilitate cross-regional and inter-regional discussion on gender research. Let's begin our seminar with recitation from the Holy Quran. Our Sheikh, تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. تنزيل من رب العالمين. أفبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون. فلولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون ونحن أقرب إليه منكم ولكن لا تبصرون. فلولا الصادقين فأما إن كان من المقربين فروح وريحان وجنة نعيم وأما إن كان من أصحاب اليمين فسلام لك من أصحاب اليمين وأما إن كان من المكذبين الضالين فنزل من حميم وتصلية جحيم إن هذا لهو حق اليقين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. Let me welcome Professor Yahdithun al-Katibi, Director of the Center for Women's Studies, to officially announce the opening of the Women Making Change seminar.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صاحبة السمو الملكي الأميرة بسمة بنت طلال المعظمة حفظها الله ورعاها، الأستاذ الدكتور خليف الطراونة رئيس الجامعة الأردنية، الطلبة الأعزاء، السادة الحضور، يسرني أن أرحب بكم جميعا مشاركين وحضور بمؤتمر نساء يحدثن التغيير الذي يعقد في إطار التعاون المتبادل بين مركز دراسات المرأة في الجامعة الأردنية والمؤسسة الدنماركية كيفنفو، والذي يهيئ فرصة تهدف إلى توفير ظروف الالتقاء بين الباحثين الشباب والباحثات في العالم العربي وبلدان شمال أفريقيا لتبادل الآراء والمقترحات التي تتعلق بالمرأة والقضايا المختلفة. واسمحوا لي بعد ذلك أن أنقل ترحيبي باللغة الإنجليزية ليصل إلى جميع الحضور. Your Royal Highness Princess Basma bint Talal, Professor Khalif Tarauna, President of the University of Jordan, Your Excellencies, kind attendants, it's with pleasure to welcome you all to attend the conference entitled Women Making Change, held in association between the Center for Women's Studies and the Danish Center for Research on Women and Gender, Kivinfo. Kindly allow me here to focus on a sample of worthy achievements in the history of the Center, which is considered to be one of the main units of the University of Jordan. The center was founded in 2006 and specializes in research on women and gender-related issues, both on the local and international levels, with the gracious support and attention of Her Royal Highness Princess Basma bint Talal. The Center for Women's Studies award master degree in the field of women's studies. We are pleased to state that 132 female and male students have been graduated from the center since it was founded, while 47 students are presently studying at the center. Your Royal Highness, kindly attendance. The participation of the Center for Women's Studies at this conference is in the line with the Center's objectives for building a communication network locally, regionally, and internationally on the subject of women's issues. Furthermore, it provides making change enforces the efforts that date back to the early period of 1944, when Her Majesty late Queen Zain Sharaf established the Association of Women's Union to unify the efforts of women in encountering crisis in society. Therefore, this association represents the basis of the achievements of pioneer Jordanian women. Finally, we wish our conference success and our center further accomplishments to enhance cooperation. Thank you all. Wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Professor Laida. According to Professor Amal Al-Khalouf from the Center for Women's Studies, is that seminars are an important tool for keeping professionals up to date on the latest knowledge and information in their field. They also provide an important social forum for colleagues to interact and share professional as well as personal experiences. We would like to thank Professor Amal Khalouf and all the members of the steering committee for the great efforts in organizing this seminar, and would like to give her the floor here to present her introductory speech about the goals and main expected outcomes of the Women Making Change seminar. Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Royal Highness Princess Basma bin Talal, Your Excellency Professor Claire Tarawne, our esteemed guests and participants, and our dear students. On this very special day, I would like to welcome you all to our third seminar entitled Women Making Change. The main objective of this seminar, which is organized by the Center for Women Studies at the University of Jordan, in collaboration with Nordic Arab Network of Research on Women's Empowerment, Gender and Politics, is to build partnership and collaborations between Arabian researchers and the researchers from North Europe. It also brings tools which we need to address in our time and age, especially when many Arab countries are witnessing political and social shifts in the aftermath of what is called the Arab Spring. The 4 workshops in this conference deal with conversation and debates around the topic of intersectionality, how gender issues relate to race, ethnicity, and class, and how all of these play a role in identity formation, politics of similarities and differences in public policies and in law, as well as their associated gender biases will be also addressed. The focal point of the second workshop is advancing women's economic security and rights. Discussion will revolve around the challenges women face in terms of labor legislation, wages, opportunities, training, leadership and female empowerment, growth and decision making, and the impact these challenges have on women in diverse societies. Of course, the discussion which will ensue will help us fill gaps, review public policies and laws, and create new lasting changes in the ways women's economic security and rights are fostered and nurtured. As we all know, throughout much of the world, women's equality are undermined by historical imbalances in decision-making, power and access to resources, rights and entitlement of women. Women's political empowerment is often a necessary step to institute gender equality and to improve women's representation in national parliaments and in political parties. The media plays an important role in empowering women to recognize their potential and build discourse that speak back to the particular order. The new media technologies are opening the gates for women and creating a public space for them where they can interact and run dialogues. Our dear guests, I'm glad to say that this conference has attracted the attention of many researchers. We received more than 120 research papers from Middle East and North Africa, as well from Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Turkey. We choose 40 which are very specifically on this basis themes of this conference, which will last for 2 days. I would like to thank the organizing committee, Professor Anita, Professor Drude, Professor Fatima, and Katrina for their sincere efforts and cooperation next to me to make this conference a success. We are very happy to be here today to celebrate human rights, especially women's rights, and to share notes and experiences and acts which will enrich the domain of research and engender equality and justice for all. By planting new seeds, we will reap anew. I would like to end by thanking Her Royal Highness Princess Basma bint Talal for her generous support of the Center and for her strong belief in women's rights and their empowerment. وأختم بقوله تعالى: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. صدق الله العظيم. As Allah said in Quran, O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of the you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Amal. She considered being the first to tackle the issue of women from a gender and language perspective in Morocco. Let me introduce Dr. Fatima Sadiqi, a professor of linguistics and gender studies at Fez University and the founder of the International Institute for Languages and Culture in Morocco. Please.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you very much for this introduction. Your Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, dear colleagues, dear students, I am very happy to be here in Amman. It's a country, it's a city I really like, and I'm very much honored to speak in front of Her Royal Highness Basma. I'm also very happy to give you some information about today's seminar. This is the third edition of a series of seminars organized by the Nordic Arab Network. And the first seminar took place at the University of Aalborg in Denmark and was led by my colleague Aneta. The second seminar took place in the city of Fez, Morocco, and it was led by Dr. Mohamed Najj and myself. And today's seminar is, of course, taking place here. So I'm very happy that we reached this stage, and also happy to have been able to gather so many people. Now, my colleague, Amal, Dr. Kharouf, presented the major workshops. I would only add that there is a variety of themes there, theoretical and also practical. And also there are two keynote speakers by my colleague Drude and also my colleague Annette. So it's both theoretical and practical. But what I really want to say in this very short presentation is that the idea of the network itself is very important and very timely. I would like personally to thank very much Vinfo and also the local organizers. Now here you have two regions, the Nordic region with its long legacy of scholarship on women's issues and women's empowerment, and also the MENA region with its long history, rich history also, lots of themes. So for me, these seminars are an opportunity of, if you want, cross-fertilization at the level of research. That's very important. And this cross-fertilization is very important for us researchers to guarantee continuity with the young students, and also to make possible some kind of knowledge production that we hope will be part of universal production. So, without further ado, I wish us all a very good time, very good discussions. The workshops are closed, of course, the keynotes are open, and I hope that by the end of this we will have gathered ideas that we can build on, and we hope also in the future to publish some of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Fatima. His vision is to transform the University of Jordan into one with international stature that adopts and maintains the highest research, educational,